The Cold War began after the Soviet Union and the United States of America formed an alliance in 1945 to overthrow Nazi Germany, and it began after Harry Truman announced the containment of communism, and it was used in wars like the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Afghan War, and many others at that time. The world could not bear two superpowers at the same time, so each one of them tried to impose its control over the other countries. The first proxy war between them was the Korean War, where North Korea fought South Korea and almost defeated it, but South Korea was able to confront it and advance with the help of the United States of America and the United Nations. South Korea also almost defeated North Korea, but China intervened and reached a peace agreement. After that came the Vietnam War, which after its liberation from French colonialism was divided into South and North Vietnam. But the difference here is that America sent 500,000 soldiers, and North Vietnam won with the support of the Soviet Union. The Americans also discovered that the Soviet Union had placed nuclear bombs in Cuba, and this would have led to a nuclear war that would have ended all of humanity. But they reached agreements that saved the world from a catastrophe. America and the Soviet Union were always spying on each other in every project, and were trying to spread their influence in all countries, and everyone was always afraid of a nuclear war between the two. But the Soviet Union was making two mistakes that would change the course of the story completely. The first mistake was that they were spending tens or hundreds of billions on weapons and did not think about the people. Also, 60% of the government was corrupt and sold state secrets to the United States of America. Also, the second mistake was that it was not open to the world, meaning it did not try to get close to other countries or manufacture goods to sell and make money. Also, the government was largely dictatorial over the people. They also do not spread their cultures and traditions and always want to fight all countries, unlike the United States of America, which used to spread their cultures through films and trade with countries and build a good relationship with them, and always showed the world that it seeks peace and the freedom of the people, and gave its people great freedom, which led to an agreement between the people and the government. Also, America was trading weapons with other countries, unlike the Soviet Union, which did not sell advanced weapons because its weapons were not widespread. This is why Stalin loved to hear good news, so all his agents in the government brought him good news so that he would not get angry and so that they could advance in the government more. This is what led to him being the biggest head in the country, not knowing how the country collapsed. Unlike the United States, which was led by several parties, Congress, the Pentagon, the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the White House, the country was very well coordinated. This led to the beginning of the end of the Soviet Union. And after Stalin's death, the situation got worse because all the leaders who came after him destroyed the country, collapsed its economy, and fought and suppressed the people. The United States of America was also corrupting it from within and was expanding its influence very greatly, which terrified the Soviet Union, and it focused all of its attention on expanding its influence and spending billions on weapons, and the people began to suffer more. Also, after the end of Germany, it was divided into West Germany, led by the West, America, France, and Britain, and East Germany, led by the Soviet Union. However, the people of East Germany believe that the people of West Germany live better than them and have much more freedom than them, and this is what led to protests and demands for unification and the complete restoration of Germany. The Soviet Union and America also did something that greatly benefited humanity, which is the space race. However, the Soviet Union sent the first satellite into space, but America did something much greater, which is sending the first person into space. This faced great opposition, problems, and human pressure, but America established NASA, the space agency, and defied all odds. In 1969, the first man was sent into space.
At the foot of the ladder, the 11-foot beds are only...
But the government in the Soviet Union made a big mistake by appointing Gorbachev in 1990 because he gave people more freedom, which is completely contrary to the policies of the Soviet Union, and people began to demand independence in very difficult things. And in 1991, the Berlin Wall fell, and the Soviet Union officially disintegrated and was replaced by Russia. It also ended with a resounding victory for the United States of America, where it remained alone in the world. Now Russia is trying to restore the glory of the Soviet Union. In conclusion, This war contained all types of wars except for the direct war between the two parties.